Hey all, ABC, Jeff, back again. Another late night one. I'm just trying to get this out there before the stack gets any bigger. I don't know. I guess I just have a busy week, so I did put it off this weekend because the stack was a little too small, but now it's getting a little too big. I was trying to wait for some more interesting stuff to get in there because I guess I was listening to a bit of thrift vinyl, which not always the most interesting for everybody here. Anyway, let's jump into what I've been listening to this week. Some of the stuff I think I may have shown before. So I had this for a while. And I know I've shown this before, but yeah, it's worth a revisit. So John Cale and Terry Riley, I believe this is 1970. This is a somewhat recent repress, but I might be out of print already. Church of Anthrax, so collab between Velvet Underground's Cale and Terry Riley, known for his tape manipulations and so on. So Terry Riley's on piano, organ, and soprano saxophone, and John Cale on bass, harpsichord, piano, guitar, viola, and organ. So not really so much the tape stuff here, but yeah, yeah, you can hear the Cale influence for sure. Gets a little more experimental than a lot more than the usual Velvet Underground stuff, but love this album. Perfect, maybe not, but yeah, I'd give it at least 4.5. Worth a listen if you, I'm sure you can stream it. This was a thrift store pickup and quite good. Jerry Lee Lewis Monsters. So it's a comp. So it's got like Don't Be Cruel or Cheating Heart, Save Last Dance for Me, Good Golly Miss Molly, Bebop Jailhouse Rock. Yeah, a bunch of others, but those are the standout ones. You could actually put the sticker on it actually had sleeves. Yeah, someone sold like a really kick-ass collection of country stuff. I wish I'd picked up a few more of like the Hank Williams and a few others. I don't know. I was seeing like a lot of I guess a lot of it was like stuff that had maybe originally been on 78s. So there was a lot of repeats. I probably should have picked up the bulk of that collection. It was exceptionally good condition. But yeah, who knows? Probably not worth a ton though. Yeah, this one was another thrifter. Uh, Wrong album in there, but I don't know. Kind of disappointed on this one actually. Maybe I'll take another listen. Yeah, but this the vinyl was definitely mismatched. What album was actually in here? Harvest for the World was in here. This was the one I was trying to get, so I guess I was kind of in a hurry. This is part of that massive, ridiculously cheap hardcore haul where I was trying not to tip off the dude. He was way underselling. It was okay. I don't know. Wouldn't probably try Isley Brothers again. This was a pickup back in Japan. Heliocentric World Sun Ra. This is first press, Japanese, very close to near mint. Maybe it's near mint. Yellowing on the back though. Yeah, so the cover is not near mint, but BG Plus on the cover, near mint on the vinyl. Friggin' awesome album. If you've never heard it, if you like the more far out Sun Ra. So Steve Carlson, this one's probably not quite up your alley, but you might like some of his earlier stuff. But yeah, this is definitely getting into his more avant-garde period. Pretty heavy into that. Really love that album. Yeah, 4.5 to 5 stars on that one. But again, 4.5 to 5 stars on this. This is another Japanese pickup. Headhunters. I don't really, it's got like the more funky version of Watermelon Man. Yeah, I'm all set. Okay, so now we're getting into the slightly more interesting stuff possibly, but we're moving away from vinyl. This was just arrived today actually. So Sen Yawa, who interestingly enough had some collabs with Melt Banana. Indonesian, kind of experimental. So it's combining kind of like traditional Indonesian music with a drone and avant-garde, whatever, little proggy elements, a little here and there, but it's pretty heavy for prog. Some kind of guttural vocals and so on. So this is kind of interesting release. So depending what region of the world you're in, there's very, very different releases. All of them are pretty damn limited. Most interesting one was the one that came with Indonesian what do you call them, kiri knives, like the beheading knives with the little it actually came with a knife. It was freaking gorgeous stuff. Leather, I think it was a tape with a leather thing, but you can get this on vinyl, CD. The CD packaging was really cool too. I was kind of going back and forth between the CD and this version. There is a vinyl release as well, but I thought this one kind of lended itself a little more to CD or cassette. Cassette was pretty inexpensive. There's a few floating around still. So this, I saw some on Discogs still, where you can get it directly from Bandcamp, whatever. So yeah, only 50 in this edition. But there's some, it's pretty inexpensive, but there were some more interesting cassettes worldwide on this one. But definitely worth a listen. You can stream it on Bandcamp, see if you like it. Yeah, a lot of different packaging on that one. So no regrets picking this up. It was like $10 shipped, I think. Arrived in about a week. Yeah, but I really like that one. Yeah, not a perfect album, but 4.5-ish. This one is part of a trade I did with Sean. So this is a compilation of more like rhythmic, tribal noise, whatever. And this is on the now defunct Charnel House, and when I was in high school, I really loved this label. They used to buy like all their shit. Can't say that word, but this is called. Let's see if I can get that. Get Sean's sticker if you know this stuff. Arrhythmia. I cannot say these words. Yeah, unfortunately, the last track was one of the cooler ones. Yeah, got some CD rot on the last track. Ouch. So the last track doesn't fully play through. But, yeah, really good comp, for the most part. But some of the stuff, like the stuff on the earlier part of the comp, it's starting to show its age a little bit. So some early kind of computer. When this came out, it would have been like Windows 3.1, Windows 95. So there's some really early computer manipulations with like some Sound Blaster cards or something. I don't know. Some of the stuff's kind of showing its age. But yeah, Muslim Gauge is on here. Dissecting Table, Crash Worship, Paintings. Some of the later stuff on here is really interesting though. So Owl Core, Turbo Messiah, I think a little more Chop Shop was kind of interesting. Memento Mori was kind of interesting. So some Japanese artists. Turtles put out a lot of experimental Japanese stuff in the 90s. I was really into that stuff. But yeah, this one's more like it's a little more heavy on the American and Canadian stuff. I think they're from San Francisco. Okay. Yeah, couldn't remember if they were out of Seattle or out of California. Yeah, but it's some interesting stuff. It's kind of uneven. Some stuff didn't age as well. So yeah, enjoying it. I'll definitely be listening to that a bit more. But maybe I'll probably hold on to it, but I might have to get a better copy because of that CD rut. This one's an awesome album. See if I can get that to focus. So Ariel, the E, Colma, Evolutionary Music. This does have a vinyl release, but it's a little bit more than the CD release, but I opted for the CD just because the CD had like 5 or 6 extra tracks on it. I really wanted those extra tracks. I hate it when they do that. But yeah, this is a double CD set of this. I don't think any of this stuff was previously released. Or if it was, it definitely wasn't released in the States. So it comes with 2 CDs and reasonably thick booklet going into who this guy was. So if you like that early, he's like a multi instrumentalist. I cannot talk today. He's a multi-instrumentalist. He started out kind of a sax guy. He's really into the Sun Ra, and yeah, you can hear like a lot of Terry. The later stuff, you can see he's getting more into like Terry Riley and stuff like that. So he kind of starts off more free jazzy, and he ends up more into the electronic stuff. His background, I think I read this last weekend, but I want to say like he started out like a computer science major, and he dropped out of school because I guess he got more interested in his the band work he was doing on the side. Traveled around with some, I guess he was French, but then he ended up like traveling with some musicians to India and just kind of dropped out and started experimenting some more. Um, so I think most of his recordings are out of France. Like you don't see him much outside of Europe. But yeah, I got to hear some weird way on Spotify. I really liked some of the mid-70s stuff like I found on Spotify, which doesn't seem to be available outside of Spotify. Like there's no physical media. Couldn't find it. But yeah, this one, yeah, spanning the period I really liked, so 72 to 79. Um, Highly recommend this if you like that more avant-garde stuff. You like early Terry Riley, you like Sun Ra, Art Ensemble, or I don't know. So that early electronica stuff, the more experimental end of it. So if that interests you, I'll highly recommend this one. And I think you can read that. So here we go. Love, love, love that one. This one I picked up a while back, I believe. Yeah, this was one I picked up a long time ago. Thrift store, I think, so probably like a buck or two. It's Chasey Trapman, Crossroads. I don't know. Again, super duper album. You can get this dirt cheap, worth picking up if you don't already have it. I think there's yeah, I'm pretty damn sure you can get this on vinyl. I just never see it, but I'm sure it's out there. Highly recommend that one. Another 5-star. Yeah, this one probably personally I'd give it a 4.5. I'm not sure this won't get a lot of repeat listens, but I'll definitely be pulling it out sometime. So this is Yoshi Wada, Japanese. What do you call it? Was it Fluxus? The one that Yoko Ono was involved with. So I had this on like a digital copy of this. So Sean was getting rid of it, so I jumped on that. I think these are kind of hard to get hold of sometimes. So Yoshiwada, Earth Horns with electric drone. So this was from an actual museum installation he done. So there was like a reel-to-reel copy, I think, when I was reading the notes. So the original reel-to-reel was like several hours. So they basically truncated it down to 77 for the CD. So they just got it down to a single CD. Yeah, I don't know. So it's just like you've also got a feedback machine, which you can kind of see here. So this is a recording of the installation. I guess like when people went through, it just picked up the noise and just kind of modulated that. Early 70s. So Yoshi Wada, W-A-D-A, Yoshi White, just like Mario. What year was this? Oh yeah, original was 2 hours and 42 minutes from the performance, so recorded in 74. Yeah, so out of that, yeah, so that Fluxus movement. This one, so Young's Power Relayer, so it's one of the fellows. This is another Sean pickup. One of the fellows from the one that Randy had the strong reaction to. So this one's a little more in the psych vein, but more like the hard psych experimental things. So got a little Pokemon on the cover for some reason. I don't know. So I'll pick up. Yep, so Young's Bower. Oh, man, I'm tired. Forget the fellow's name. This is actually the record label's like down the street from me. It's interesting. But yeah. Yeah, Spaceman 3 or something. I don't know. It's in that vein, like that 90s psych kind of stuff. I don't know. 4 stars for me. It's interesting at times. Other times it's kind of like, eh. Yeah, again, yeah, you know this one. It's missing the cover. But yeah, Steady Diet of Nothing Fugazi. It's the one with that brand new outfit. Pretty solid album. Not Fugazi's best, but not their worst. Somewhere in the maybe 4.25 for me. I don't know. Not quite 4.5, but yeah, I can get it cheap. It's worth it. This is a pretty good comp if you see it on the cheap. Gladys Knight and the Pips. Essentials. So it's good. 18 tracks. Covers all their stuff up into the 90s, actually. So it's pretty consistently good. I had another comp that was maybe came out in the 70s. This one's a much better comp. So the one it's got the Midnight Train to Georgia, which is probably their most famous, I guess. Let's see what else. Heard Through the Grapevine, of course. They're yeah, I Don't Want to Do You Wrong, I think was somewhat big. But yeah, they had a version of Hero, Wind Beneath My Wings, and some other stuff. I don't know. It's pretty solid all the way through, but yeah, I'm sure you can pick that up on the cheap if you see it. Worth doing. And another comp, English Beat This. I had another English Beat comp on vinyl. They're both pretty good, so yeah, I think the CD version's a little better than the slightly older vinyl version. Had a few more hits on it. So, what would you call that? Ska? I don't know if it falls into ska, but yeah, I don't know. It's a college radio stuff used to hear anyway. Anyway, I'm tired, man. It's like 11:30 at night. I'm just gonna upload this and go to sleep. So, hope you all are great. Yeah, probably next week's gonna be a little more adventurous in the listening. I've just been so exhausted between work and just everything else going on around here. So, hope everyone's doing well. Take care, stay safe, and see you guys next week.